control initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more RA content. We're going to jump right back into another Gargamel game. He is playing as France in his seems like traditional red color. In the top, it is going to be Radical Centrist. I have him back as well. He's going to be playing as Russia in his more traditional green colors. So we have a Christmas series here, red versus green. We are on Darker Woods by Mega Tank. This map reminds me so much of Forgotten Plains. I think it's this little bit right here and this little bit in particular. Other than that, it's more like a traditional Mega Tank map. You got your double mine expo and a single mine in the corner. Lots of capitals that Mega Tank likes to put on the two old Erics each, hospital each, and then there is a hidden kennel back here. Not sure why you'd really want to capture this other than selling it for $100, but by then you're probably going to have these two old Erics. You're probably going to go for that hospital anyways, so not really needing that extra $100. Because like Gargamel is going to send a rifle out here, try to capture Mega Tank's engineer, but looks like Radical Centrist is on top of that. Ooh, and he's got the perfect angle too, not even taking any damage, and he's gonna follow him back, but he needs to force fire. I don't think he can quite see it. No, he can see it. He needs to force fire. Oh, but he turns. Gonna get that rifle for free. Nice little grab there. Taking first blood. Gargamel already back on his first capture, and Radical Centrist is right there with him. Looks like Gargamel a little bit quicker. That is completely insignificant. Both players pretty much on par with the double ref. In fact, those were both down at the same time. You can see that ticking nicely and evenly. So we're going to be going for second power plant. No double ref still here. Looks like Radical Centrist is spacing out his rest a little bit more. Gargamel's not. I don't think it matters too much. I think Radical Centrist might have a little bit easier time macroing up. He can place his war factor right here if he wants to and then cut over here, but probably makes more sense to go down here anyways. Oh, and looks like Radical Centrist is again going to take that advantage. So he's up 2-0. And yeah, he's gonna probably get his hospital. Not sure it's gonna get healed up unless he goes right into these two rifles here. And fortunately, that is exactly where he's going. And goodbye. Nope, but Radical Centrist is gonna take another rifle there. So now he's 3-1. It's a pretty good KD ratio. And he's got in here. I don't think he's gonna see much. Gargamel. Oh, that's the wrong button. Here we go. Oh, that's the wrong button too. I don't think he saw much. He saw a power plant. Doesn't tell you much of anything. You know, your opponent's gonna have a power plant. So Gargamel got his hospital captured. Radical Centrist also got his harvester captured. New double rifle scouts over here. I do like that. I think 3 is the perfect number because 3 will like 2 burst a single rifle. You're gonna take a little bit of damage, but I mean, I guess if you have a hospital, it doesn't matter anyways. Radical Centrist gonna try to hunt those down. Keep his rocks in the back. I do like that. So it looks like he's on his game, nice and neat. What we got coming out of here? Just a harvester. And there's Ranger already out for Gargamel, so he's going to do a little bit of scouting, probably see that Radical Centrist is not by his old Eric, and that could give him a chance to push if he wants to. See, he has medics and some rockets, so really pressing that ally's advantage. Oh, this Ranger gets 1, gets 2 on the way out. Oh, but that flak actually might capture it. It's, yeah, stayed a little bit too long, so Radical Centrist taking another win there. That's just adding to his lead. He's now 1200 to 600 double. I mean, with the army values being similar, it's not that bad, but losing that ranger is pretty brutal. We'll have to see if Gargamel wants to go back into a second ranger. Just building MCV now. It looks like Radical Centrist did diverge a little bit, going for single light vehicle. Although, maybe, no, he's going for the double light vehicle. No, I guess not, because he already has SD out, so he's just a little bit slower there. Radical Centrist trying to capture with that engineer, but it's going down. And he is poking here, and with the help of the rifle, he is going to out tank or out damage those medics, but he's not going to be able to push them too much longer. His MC is out, and there is some rifle scouts there, so I do like these rifle scouts from Gargamel. He's going to know exactly which way Radical Centrist expanded. Unfortunately, Radical Centrist is going to miss both of those rifle scouts, but that's okay. Gargamel's MC coming out. Looks like he's going to go to the backside. That's kind of interesting. Flak just barely sees those 2 rifle scouts, so I think he'll be okay. Oh, actually, he doesn't see anything there yet, so we'll have to see. You might be thinking Radical Centrist is going this way, but you probably would expect them to be this way. I mean, it would change your strategy a little bit if you know you're here. You'd probably be worried about a base push, and, you know, going on this backside is kind of vulnerable to a base push like that. So that's interesting. A light tank out here, so maybe just a little bit of a weird build order. It's he's straight moving out. Radical Centrist is leaving his there. It's totally fine. First unit tank out. and 2 heavy tanks out already, so yeah, this is looking pretty good for Radical Centrist so far. I like his scouting. I like his counter scouting. And so far he's just, you know, keeping his army together. I like his scouting with his flak, but unfortunately it's going to go right into a light tank. And that flak is not long for this world. And one more shot, dead. Yeah, flaks are a little too slow. Light tank's a little too fast. You got to pretty much instantly turn around as soon as they start getting attacked by a light tank. Otherwise they're going to die. Radical Centrist is going to go here and kill the oil direct. This could be pretty good depending on the explosion, but Gargamel is smart and pulls away, and now Radical Centrist is going to pull away. I think if he really wants to, he could totally turn around into that, but we'd have to see. This line is very much a conga line. And Radical Centrist did have to split there if he really wanted to move a tank here, and then counter push. I think he had taken it, but his army was a little bit smaller, so we'll have to see if that turns out in the end. Gargamel once again trying to scout with his rifle scouts, and they're just stopping on the range of those flame towers. Rifle scout here from Radical Centrist, seeing that there's 3 medium tanks. That's usually a good sign that there's a big army there. Once you start hearing the rockets, then yeah. That rifle scout probably gonna alert Gargamel that there's a big army there, and this light tank definitely gonna show that is indeed where the army is. That causes Radical Centrist to change his attack order, and it looks like Gargamel is going to split just a little bit. Oh, and now Radical Centrist splits a little bit too, so this is, looks like these players are perfectly mirroring each other. It's quite interesting. Just building rest for now. Gargamel expanded all the way to the corner. Radical Centrist just, macroing up with some Raxes. I like that a little bit better. Gargamel is only on 3, but that is going to be a very bad attack. That tank is not going to last very long, and he's losing so much assets there. Same time, this little attack got deflected too, so that's gonna actually put Radical Centrist pretty far behind in the destroy loss count. But he's gonna catch up a little bit here, but unfortunately he's still gonna lose all this army. I think he just needs to retreat all the way there. And yeah, that's about almost double, so that was a pretty bad attack here, and then a pretty bad attack here. Is gonna get Radical Centrist some wiggle room here, but he's got a pretty big army to deal with as soon as it's coming over. He's gonna have MCV support, which is nice, but he needs a flame tower as soon as it pops out, and it is not ready yet. He's going to get forced back here, and his MC is going to get pushed back as well. Plus, the MC had come down here, so he did have build ready support for Gargamel as well. If you can get these 2 tanks out alive, that would be a pretty decent win. Because other than that, there's not much going on this map. Looks like both players are kind of deathballing, doing a little bit of splits, but it did not go so well for Radical Centrist, and I don't think Gargamel's attack over here went well for him either, but this is a pretty big army, and Gargamel might be able to push through. Radical Centrist is going to have to be very careful. If this goes straight in, I think it'll be pretty good for Radical Centrist. That's just going to give him time to rotate this army over here, and that is what Gargamel is going to do. 4 flame towers, but unfortunately, they're in the wrong spot, and a lot of those rockets instantly going down. Radical Centrist is actually going to take a pretty bad engagement there. Gargamel is going to be able to push through. I do like that he's instantly retreating his MC. But Radical Centrist's army fire is pretty bad. He does have a split down here, and once again, those pillboxes are doing damage. Gonna lose his eco here. Do like that he's not retreating all the way back, trying to employ some flame towers. That's pretty good. And he's slowly chipping away at this army with this little army that he has. But eventually, he's gonna get pushed back there. He needs to start cycling down to this army and make sure he kills all those buildings, because that MC can drop a pillbox, and there it is. Once again, it is going to get more of those rifles and rockets, not hitting the rockets at this moment, but that's alright. Radical Centrist is still somehow hanging here, and I don't know how. This rifle in the backside trying so hard. Yeah, he's just needs to really keep these tanks in front. He does have a few extra heavy tanks that did get repaired on the SD, and he is sending another one back there, which is nice, but this little attack here is finally drawing its last breath. And yeah, Gargamel just kind of ran out of tank support here. I mean, he definitely could have pushed through if he really wanted to. It's just been really expensive. Oh, and he's going to get at least a rocket for his trouble here on. I think definitely some rifles as well. Oh, 2 of them get away. But sacrifices more just for that. Tier 2 out for Radical Centrist. V2 and Yak already out. And Gargamel is still on tier 1.5. But he does have the armor lead, so this is going to be very hard for Radical Centrist. It's always a gamble of taking that tier 2 advantage, because your shots at the V2 have to be good and your Yaks have to be good. First V2 shot, missing. Oh, and the Yak goes down, crashes on 2 rockets. That is unfortunate. Looks like there was a move command that too, since those rifles are pretty close. But he is going to push that away now that there is no armor, but he has to be very careful because there is pillboxes that are going to shred all of his rockets right there, and that is unfortunate. Big flank coming here from Gargamel. I don't think Radical Centrist has this on his radar, and there is nothing much to stop it. In fact, I think all of Radical Centrist's army is right here except for this one Yak and rocket down here. V2 taking a direct shot onto medium tank. I mean, not the best target, but still better than nothing. Just kind of split my view between these two attacks going on. This one's going to be pretty good. This is all of Radical Centrist's eco. The Yak's going to get activated, but there's not much there. Tier 2's there, so that's unfortunate. It's probably going to go down. Oh, and the Yak goes down without firing a single shot. That is unfortunate. Oh, that was a decent second flame shot. Unfortunately, now it's targeted on the tank. He's got one V2 coming over, but I don't think that's enough. He needs to rally his rockets down here. See where his... There it is. Oh, that's a great V2 shot. That could make a difference. He's going to pull it out of dodge for a little bit. Rifles coming in. See how this Yak goes. Does not lose the Yak, so that's pretty good. And that did stop the attack, but there is another flank up here, so Radical Centrist now on the back foot and a deep dive into his main right here. It is looking a little bleak for him right now, but he's still got a little bit of life with that tier 2, although he did steal the radar, I think, or maybe got destroyed. I see there is a helipad out for Gargamel too, so he's now on tier 2. One harvester already down. This harvester not going to get away, I don't think. Oh, that V2 shot missed. That could have been a huge V2 shot. Is pushing back this middle attack with some tanking V2s. You don't see that too often, but it's going to go down as well. And then Gargamel going right back in there with his remaining force in the south. And not the best formation there for Radical Centrist, but with the V2 support and the heavy tanks, he's going to be able to clean that up. And then here's 2 more medium tanks in your eco lines again, so have fun with that. Plus these ones down here. This harvester that got away is barely going to miss those tanks again, but I think, oh, gets lucky that that taking harvester saves it, so that's $500 for 1,100 vehicle. I guess it's worth it. V2 killing a static medium tank, that's cool. Oh, the Yak not getting the perfect shots. And the V2 missing its shots. Blackhawk starting to shred some rockets up there. It's about sunset for Radical Centrist, I think. Tier 2 in a very weird spot down there for Gargamel. He really moved this MCV out over here, and I think he got attacked instead of moving back, and that MCV has been static since. V2 shot. Oh, that's a great V2 shot. Gets most of the rockets there. There's 3 left. But man, these medium tanks are wrecking his eco on the backside. Gonna need more than 1 rocket to deal with that. I think even half health medium tanks will kill those rocket. Yeah, you can see they actually do a lot of damage to infantry. It's just, you know, rockets are doing a tremendous amount of damage to vehicles, and you can stack 5 rockets in a single cell. So somehow Radical Centrist is still holding on here. He's, I think, clawing back a little bit on the army advantage. You know, it's close to 50% down, but he's not dead yet. He's got this eco established here, and he has his eco established here, so Gargamel's really up on 1 eco mine, and he's not fully harvesting here, and I must have missed this, but all of his eco in the backside is gone. So it's actually probably pretty close eco-wise. Yeah, income's about the same. Earns a little bit more from Gargamel, but that's expected. Another flank here on his harvester, so that's pretty bad. Another big push here, and there's a lot of Blackhawks for him to contend to. Oh, that flak just barely missing that Blackhawk. That could have been a nice little win. Yak instantly coming out, but gets a decent crash and finally loses his airfield. That is unfortunate. Could have used those support powers, what little they would have provided. 1 more harvester going down here. He's down to, it's like 6 harvesters. A turret here would be absolutely devastating for him. But until then, looks like they're just content to share. Gargamel is going to split his forces. He's got a force of 5 Blackhawks. 1 is severely wounded. This last little meteor tank that he cleaned out there. So, oh man, what do you do as Radical Centrist come back to this? I mean, you can't. You gotta pop a test coiler here so you can deny him denying you this. But he's just under so much pressure. His MCV's now under threat. That's gonna have to move away. The Blackhawks could easily hunt that down if Gargamel is paying attention, and he is, but there is a Blackhawk that might scare him. Oh, 1 Blackhawk going down, 2 Blackhawks going down, does get the MCV. But he might sacrifice a few medium tanks for that too. Nope, looks like they're gonna go away. They're gonna kill that last harvester. So Yeah, Radcliffe's just really struggling here. Does secure his eco line on the backside, but there is more army there. We got a second War Factor coming out for Gargamel too. He is in control of this game. These flaks are paying pretty good dividends for Radical Centrist, but he needs to keep them in the back line. Cannot afford to lose them. There's still plenty of Blackhawks. Another Harvester going down. Oh, the artillery. That's going to be a game changer. Great first shot. Second artillery coming out too, so he's on triple War Factory again. Looks like Gargamel likes his War Factory. Counter V2 was pretty good though. That was a pretty big explosion. But yeah, with the Blackhawk support, I think Gargamel's got this. Third artillery coming in. Blackhawk's going to be able to pick off the last remaining flak. And looks like Radical Centrist is down to 1 MC and it's undeployed right now, so that is unfortunate. Artillery getting a great shot again accidentally, just as those move back. Oh, good V2. Good rocket, micro rather. Gets 2 Blackhawks, but loses pretty much all of his rockets for it. And surprise, there's an army in your back base. Yeah, I think the GG is coming pretty shortly. Not much you can do about that. Some flamethrowers coming out here because why not? Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to get enough damage done. V2 misses. It's unfortunate. That could have been pretty good. He's going to barely clean up this army, but at the cost of just completely losing his expansion. And there is an army right here, a secondary army right there for Gargamel. 4 artillery starting to push in. And he's got Blackhawk support, so definitely using his tier 2 vision. But there's 2 flaks out in Nowhere. That's going to get at least a Blackhawk. Could maybe get these artillery if he's careful, but now he's got to kill the Blackhawk again. Does kill the secondary Blackhawk, and there's more flaks, so the heavy flak transition actually paying off. 3 Blackhawks for 3 flaks, that is definitely worth it. 1 flak still barely surviving. So his micro's been pretty good. Unfortunately, Gargamel's just have the economic lead for a little while, and that army lead for pretty much the entire game, as you can see here. I think this was right around that attack. Or maybe this was around, no, it would have been earlier. This is probably attack right here across the ORA, and that was just enough to let Gargamel, you know, take a lead and run with it. Okay, well, Radical Centrist managed to push out a little bit here. He's going to kill a War Factory, push the MC off, so that's good. Does not need that army with him, though. He needs that army in his main base, as a matter of fact, but these flamethrowers and rockets on a perfect target so far. Oh, his MC is barely going to get away. Great V2 shot. Oh, the last little bit there gets it. Second V2 shot just pops out. Definitely was worth that V2. Army graph looking pretty good for... I mean, both players are kind of tanky, but Gargamel is definitely ahead. Blackhawk's on the wrong thing. Another flak coming out. This V2 somehow still alive. This flak barely lingering. But Radical Centrist still got a little bit of army here. I mean, it's basically the vehicles. Oh, this V2 shot could be pretty good. Let's see where it goes. Oh, not bad at all. ORA Ladder going down thanks to some force fire from the artillery. Oh, that V2 shot needed to be in the heart right here, but there is only 2 rockets, and I think they're actually going to get killed unless this V2 shoots there. Oh, that's going to be good. It's going to get both rockets, and that is going to keep this army alive for just a minute longer. Somehow Radical Centrist is just not giving up. I do like the tenacity here. Oh, going to lose his tier 2 again, and that's been his one saving grace. His tier 2 has been pretty good. Gargamel's tier 2 also been pretty good. He's been using his Blackhawks pretty effectively, I think, for the most part. His artillery have been pretty good, but they're short-lived now. Yeah, it gets 2 of the 4. Oh, he's trying to force fire there. Flak gonna find the last 2 artillery, and they're gonna go down. Love to see that flak retreat. Yes, it does. Oh, just in time for these rock soldiers to show up, but they retreat as well. And these 2 heavy tanks finding their way into the eco line back here. They did kill all the eco here. I think they're gonna get 1 more harvester, and that's probably gonna be it. There we go. 1 medium tank or a heavy tank might get away. He's trying. He's gonna go and try to kill that ORA Ladder. Not a bad idea, but there is a huge army there. Probably should just leave it down here and forget about it for a while. There is, looks like 3 war factories again for Gargamel, and he's up to quite a lot of medium tanks. 10 medium tanks versus 1 heavy tank. That's a lot of armor disparity, but the army is really small for both sides, actually. And, you know, if he keeps pushing in with these solo medium tanks right into the heart of a bunch of infantry, that could be pretty bad. But the Blackhawks have their own say in that matter, and the medium tanks come back in. Oh, the vetted up V2 goes down. Oh, that flak is getting one. Oh, so close. If it could have targeted that one, it could have gotten an extra one before it died, but... Oh, this heavy tank's still going down here. It's probably going to get that radar. I don't think he is working on tier 3. I don't see tier 3, so it's not going to be that impactful, but he's going to lose his access to artillery, which is going to be sucking a little bit, but that just means more medium tanks, and again, that's not something that Radical Centrist can deal with. Zimsvi is down here trying to poach some order right there, but he's got nothing to really deal with this. There is one rocket soldier for 6 medium tanks. He might get it down. Yep, okay. So now there's 6 medium tanks left. This one gonna get out of the way. The Yak trying to kill that medium tank, but just bad pathing. Oh, just does not have enough. There goes the radar. And just as the radar goes down, Gargamel tries to respawn. But I think that our heavy tank is gonna get out of the way. And there is the Locust leeching from that field. I don't think it's gonna be enough to really stabilize him. He's gotta be super broke. Indeed he is. His income is down to 3,000. Gargamel is 3 times as much on the income. He could spend and spend and spend, and he's still going to be floating 10k forever. Oh, bad move command there. Oh, and he's not seeing it. He's probably focused down south. And the Blackhawks are coming back. APC transition. I'm not sure why. He's got SD still. Probably misclick or something like that. Oh, it's right down here just to deny that too. But this heavy tank is fit too, so that's nice to see. You don't see that too often. Blackhawks gonna... Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, just the last burst. But he could kill those Blackhawks as they land if he's paying attention, but looks like he's gonna get forced away here. I really want this tank to live, but I'm not sure the pathing is gonna allow it to. Radical Centrist completely pushed back there. His harvesters are gonna have to locust mine all the way back up to the top. He's got a lot of unmined ore right here, but I don't think it matters. He is completely broke. Gargamel is starting to suffer a little bit though. I guess that did something. But the destroyed lost is that's actually quite a lot for a 22-minute game. 100k each, or 120k each basically, and it's actually pretty close. He's only down 100 or 10k. You know, that's 10%. That's not that bad at all considering. So he's been mounting a pretty good defense. Paradrop coming here on the backside. Probably not going to get anything. I'll have to try to keep an eye on that at the back. Medium tank going all the way out since it is pretty much forfeit, and it is going to see a harvester here. It looks like Radical Centrist is not paying attention. The Paradrop not getting its dividends. Tesco here to stop the or, but there is more than enough rockets, and now there is no rockets because those were some point A yaks. A-gun chasing away the yaks, somehow still surviving. Needs to send it back to the SD. It takes like all of 2 seconds to repair. Probably like $50 worth too. Still no tier 2 out for... Oh, there's tier 3. I was going to say, it's kind of unexpected to be no tier 3 in this long of a game. Harvester goes down here. Radical Centrist is going to finally kill that medium tank. Get a little revenge for that harvester, but looks like Gargamel is pretty much in control of this map. The map is red in the mini map. It's just this little tiny outpost right here for Radical Centrist. I think once he really decides he wants to push in, he can definitely end this game. Longbow's out too, because why not? Forces is still off there, and I like the fake power plant pushing too. That's quite an interesting strategy. A lot of power down here. A lot of real power down here. I think that's probably the majority of his power actually. Another little skirmish up here with medium tanks just poking in, trying to kill some harvesters, but oh man, the Vet 2 heavy tank is probably going to go down here unless he can sneak away. Flak Shrine, something, but it's dead. There is Tanya. It's probably going to be the last push from Radical Centrist right here. He's got 2 yaks. They're going to go down to the A gun. And goodbye. And now all of his infantry core is just completely shredded right there. That's a decent flak. Is that a second MSV? That is a second MSV. It is out in the middle of nowhere, unfortunately running right into an army. And I think Radical Centrist is probably going to GG as soon as MSV dies. He's held out valiantly. Much better than I've seen some people. Much better than I think I would have. So, yeah, coming in because why not? Or flak coming in because of Blackhawk there. Somehow seems to be actually getting away. But there's 2 longbows that are not going to have that. Last burst does kill it, and he's gonna get a harvester too, because why not? One last rocket onto that. Oh, he's gonna sacrifice longbow just because all of his helipads are occupied, and he's got majority of them over there. But let's see, what does Radical Centrist got? He's got 1 rifle, 11 rockets, 1 heavy tank, vetted heavy tank. Oh, well, there goes a rifle. And 1 yak. So he's down to like singular campaign units. So this is now about to become a commando mission for him. Unfortunately, I think Gargamel is probably smarter than your average Command & Conquer AI. So that is no MCV for him. He does still have SD. He did get his engineer out here. That would be really funny if he captures the tier 3. Wouldn't provide him anything other than just denying him that. Oh, there's a rocket over here that managed to kill a harvester, it looks like. The longbow flock is up there. I hear a phase transport as well, so I guess Gargamel is also on his mission mindset. Put Tanya in the phase transport, which there she is. She's back here. Oh, the echo's down. Oh, Radical Centrist with the 15 rocket soldiers, so that's nice. Still has the winning mini tank. Let's see where this engineer's going. He's going for a refinery in the back. Loses some rockets. He's gonna lose 1 harvester there as soon as he goes in. Oh, decides to go for that one. Oh, it's still 1 short. There we go. Can get the harvester on the SD as well. I think just enough. Oh, sells his SD as his MCV gets out, so unfortunate. He is struggling to get any sort of cash income he can. He's got 2 harvesters. That's not terrible. A 4th war factory coming out for Gargamel. It looks like he's not building anything from any of his queues. This rocket soldier trying his best to kill all the things there. Oh, he looks like he did hit the tech center and he got an engineer out of it. Unfortunately, that engineer is going to die, but it does kill another power plant. Does not put Gargamel low power. Hey, thick war factory there because why not to? Loses the engineer, unfortunately. And yeah, Gargamel's just going to repair all of his units. Just probably, oh, we got the Tanya. Is that a blue pip too? I think he's got a civilian in there. I'm not sure what that was, but it instantly evaporated. Phase transport gets pushed away. Another flak track there. Unfortunately, going to go down. 3 Blackhawks, a little bit too much. It was a medic. So now Tanya with medic and rifle support, just going to clean up the rest of this. Perfectly what she's designed for. Radical Centrist is going to push those away, but it's not going to matter. I see a pair drop down here, but it is instantly taken care of. But he's got the vet tube heavy tank. This is his one saving grace. If it kills Tanya, then I'm going to call the game for Radical Centrist. That's a win in my book. I don't care the outcome of this ladder match. Radical Centrist wins if he kills Tanya with the heavy tank. Longbow gonna try to kill that harvester, but does not have enough ammo. Tanya is just circling around trying to find the infantry ball. I do like scouting with this. This is such an interesting end to the game. I definitely feel like I'm watching a cam play. Tanya getting ranked up there, getting the perfect kill, but here we go. This could do it. Oh, if she gets proned, or if he sees her go into there. Oh, he's so close, but his rifle's in the way. He's gonna get away for now. That longbow does not have enough to deal with it. And there we go. He's trying to force fire, but that phase transport completely gets away. That is unfortunate. Heavy tank's still alive though, so the offer's still on the table. You never know. Oh, Tanya's gonna go down to the yak. I guess that offer is done. There is the LOL. Mission failed. I mean, Tanya did die, so maybe. Phase transport gets away. Just out of ammo for that yak. Let's see, where's that spy plane going? Oh, seeing that there's 2 artillery there, so yep, don't want a paradrop there. Phase transport going all the way back to the SD. Oh no, not the heavy tank, no! Not like this! It's still alive, retreat! Get an SD, build an SD. You can do it, you got 2 harvesters, build the SD. I don't want this medium heavy tank to die. Yeah, killing some random infantry there. I think this is it. Phase transports, Raider jammers, medium tanks, longbows, Blackhawks. That is the combination of all combinations. The rockets can't even land on those medium tanks, and everything there it gets squished, except for those last little bits right there, and gone. This is it. This is the push. The heavy tank is still alive though. It's like, I feel like this is what was that one game? Like it was like where you had a Mobile HQ, I think was a mode in to bring him down in the original game. Or if like you lost that, you'd instantly lose the game. That's what this is right there. I think a harvester just popped out of the ore factory just to die. That is unfortunate for him. But he did build an SD and he is getting that heavy tank repaired, so it's kind of a wild end to this game. I love the medium tank block here. Just power overwhelming. Heavy tank's gonna come in, kill a radar jammer, sacrifice for his friends, and down it goes. MC gonna try to get away. I don't think you can outrun those medium tanks. And there is the GG. So definitely been over for about, maybe the last 10 minutes there. But Radical Centrist definitely playing his heart out. That was a kind of a silly game, but I enjoyed it to the end. So I'll see y'all next time.